All right, welcome to the Plainview Elgin Millville Auditorium, everybody. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to take on the Caledonia Warriors in the first duel of the evening tonight for the Bulldogs. Warriors were victorious in a pretty tight duel with LARP. Lewiston, Altera, Rushford, Peterson, the Screaming Eagles, in that first duel. Many of you watched it. I didn't have the sound on. I was doing some paperwork up here prepping for this duel. I probably shouldn't tell you I did any paperwork to prep because then you'll expect more out of me. But we'll see what we can do tonight. So the Bulldogs come in here tonight on the front end of a very, very busy weekend. So we'll have the triangular tonight. We'll do Caledonia in the first duel, run up against LARP in the second duel, and then they'll go home. Quick turnaround. We'll be back here in the morning for Bulldog Wrestling, the Bulldog tournament, the annual tournament, that the Bulldog Home Tournament, which will also be live streamed. I don't know at this point. I don't think we're going to have any audio, but we will have the matches, and we will attempt the best that we can tomorrow to keep our cameras. We'll be running 3 mats here in the Bulldog Gym for that tournament like we usually do, and we will attempt to keep our camera on the Bulldog wrestlers. Okay, so that being said, let's turn it over to Bulldog announcer Paul Arsvold for the lineups.
£285 from Caledonia, Grant Ness and Brody Cassie. Bulldogs are open.
All right, so Bulldogs with a couple open weights in the lineup at the bookends, open at 106, and then again open at 285 tonight. We'll see what happens with those weights tomorrow at the Invitational, if they're going to remain open for the entire day or if they were just open for this Caledonia duel. We'll find out. Coach Steve Hendricks comes up to the head table. We'll find out what we got going on here.
In the pre-flip, Caledonia will have the odd matches at 106 pounds. Aiden Burns from Caledonia Houston, winner by a forfeit.
Burns for Caledonia will take the forfeit. Bulldogs will fall behind 6-0 going into 113 pounds. Aiden Greener, state qualifier last year for the Bulldogs, going to go out against Frank. Frank on a quick drag, go out of bounds. They'll go back to the center, still at zeros. Bulldogs are green. Caledonia will be red. Frank in on a deep single on the ankle. Grainer countering. Nothing yet. Grainer is able to step across. He's got a half. He's got Frank on his back. Getting the count. This is going to be 5 for sure. There's the fall at 33 seconds in the first period. Bulldogs. Caledonia will present first here. I assume we will see Braxton Lang. Braxton Lang wins by fall in the first duel, and he's going to roll out against Josh Schad for the Bulldogs. Lang looked tough in that first match against LARP in a win by fall. Schad with a lot of length here. Lang trying to keep a low center of gravity. He's in on a low single. He's got both the Schad's legs tied up. Now Schad up to his feet. Lang tries to put a leg in. We'll see if Lang can get where he is able to apply any hip pressure with that leg in. Can't really tell from this angle if he's still got that leg. And he does. We'll see if Schad can get himself extricated from that predicament.
Finish it!
Schad will go back to the center, down 2-0. Schad up to his feet in a hurry. Lang trying to get that leg in. Schad gets his one. 2-1 Lang. Schad takes a little bit of a half shot to set up his tie. We'll see if he can work from the tie. Right now it looks like Lang is able to control the tie. Schad trying to get in. There's a little slide by attempt by Lang.
Come on, Jack. Fire it up.
Couple of long drinks of water here at 120 pounds with Schad and Lang. Lang in deep on a single. Now he's in the cuts off to a double. He's got Josh Schad in trouble. Got a 1 count and a takedown. Didn't get any back points.
Go, bud.
Lang trying to get that inside cradle. He's got the head and the ribs. He's trying to get Schad bent in half. Working on the edge of the mat's going to be tough. He's got to keep at least one of his feet in bounds. Ref's going to call him out. Not able to improve without going out of bounds. Therefore, he's going to bring him back to the center. Schad's going to go down in that referee position.
Finish it. Up to your feet.
Schad gets his attempt to get to his feet thwarted. Lang got that head in the armpit. He's really going to apply some pressure to that shoulder. Bulldog legend Garrett Wolf in the building. Can't see him on camera. You'll probably hear him in a little bit.
Come on, Jack. Short time, get one.
Here in the second period, Josh Shot's going to get reversed by Lang. Right, it's going to push the score to 6-1. Go out of bounds. We're going to come back to the center.
Come on, Jack. Fire it up.
$1:25 left in the second frame. Lang up 6-0 over Shad.
Jack, you gotta be quick. Set it up. Set that up and hit it. Come on, Jack.
Lang keeps pressure on Shad. Shad's having a hard time. He gets to his base, but he has a little bit of a tough time getting anything much going after that. Lang trying to get that bar. He gets Shad stacked up for a quick one count. No back points.
Finish it. Come back.
Shad gets halved over here. He's in a tough spot. It's tight. He does get out of it. Again, see what happens here.
Come on, Jack. Get on your knees.
Potentially dangerous. We're going to get two near fall for Lang. We're going to go back to the center. Shot is down 8-1 with 37 seconds left in the second frame.
Come on, Jack. 15.
Lang really in control of this match. The dual meet tied up at 6. Would be nice if Josh cannot give up any bonus points here for the major decision. We got a whole nother frame to go. We're going to count down from 15 here. Crack my voice a little bit. But it's nice to be 14 again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to the third frame with Shot down 8-1. Josh got something going on here. It looks like, I don't know if he's hurt or it's like maybe a little low in the fuel tank maybe. Shot's going to go down. He needs to get some points in a hurry here. I hope he's got a plan in his head. Caledonia coach puts them both on their feet, gives Shad the point. Josh Shad looking a little heavy-footed right now. Gives up a quick takedown, so it's going to be 10-2. Shad going to get barred up here. Lang is really, really grinding for those bonus points. And there is the fall at 4 minutes and 19 seconds into the third period. Caledonia goes up 12-6 in the dual meet. We'll go to 126 pounds.
Now wrestling at 126 pounds from Caledonia, Houston,
We're going to see Tanner Ginther for the Caledonia Warriors and Nolan Filesticker for the Bulldogs. Ginther did win a close match against the LARP Screaming Eagles in the first duel. He is, I don't know if I would call him unorthodox, but he does some kind of non-traditional moves. He reminds me a lot of McCoy Teakouts of LARP, in that you got to kind of always know where you're at because he's going to be on your legs, he's going to be on your hips. Little cross ankle pick there for Ginther. Picks up 2 points on Filesticker. Filesticker's trying to fight hands to get back to his base. Ginther out to an early 2-0 lead. Bulldogs trail 12-6. Bulldogs had a forfeit at 106. Aiden Grainer gets a fall at 113 to tie it up at 6. And then Josh Schad loses by fall to get us to the 12-6 we're at now. Ginther is going to get a couple of tilty back points here. He's going to pick up 2. Nolan Filesticker trying to get back into position here. There was another example of something just a little unorthodox out of Ginther. Gives up 2 back points. Filesticker works to his feet. They're going to go out of bounds before Nolan can get his 1. Filesticker got a little length on Ginther. Filesticker, a sophomore. Ginther, let me check my program, is a sophomore as well. So no real age difference here between these two grapplers. Maybe a little experience, but nothing out of the ordinary in either direction. Ginther right to his feet with a standing kind of a switch. It ended up being a reversal. He goes right back to that crossface. He's going to try and work Filesticker. I would venture to guess that the Warriors have pegged this duel. They've gotten after it. Like, they really need some bonus points here. I don't know if they expected the Bulldogs to be open at 6 in heavyweight, if that came as a surprise to them or not, but we'll find out how the team race shells out here. Get a warning call on Filesticker. Filesticker fighting hands. Ginther really not getting off to the side, but is in control. That stalling call, you understand where it comes from, but Ginther not really getting after it on top either. He was earlier, but right now staying pretty parallel there. Filesticker having a hard time getting back to his base. Ginther chops that arm and brings him back to his side. Now we get a stalling call on Ginther, so the stalling calls are knotted up, 1 apiece. We're going to go back to the center, and the referee would like to see a little more action out of both of these guys. Ginther's going to put Filesticker on his feet. That's worked out well so far for Caledonia Warriors. They've done that a couple times already in this duel, and they've gotten takedowns both times they've done it. Let's see if Filesticker can reverse the trend. He's got 30 seconds left in the first period here. Like a little drag attempt by Ginther. Filesticker wards it off. Filesticker gives up a takedown with 5 seconds to go in the second period. We're going to go to the third period with Ginther up 8-1. The Warriors kind of having their way on their feet so far in this duel. Granted, we're only 3 matches in, but the Warriors looking to be the more aggressive on their feet so far tonight. And there's another low single by Ginther. Filesticker can't quite get his hips back fast enough. Filesticker's going to belly down. We're going to go to 10-2. Here come the Miller boys walking into the gym, Blaine and Garrett. No short of state tournament experience between those two brothers. Ginther in control here. He's got a little tilt wrapped up. I don't know, there he's going to get a 1 count, gets a 2 count. He's going to pick up 2 points. With $1:15 to go, Filesticker either needs to score or not give up any more points. Oh, there we're going to go to 12-2. Filesticker needs to get some points back here. at 126 pounds. Looks like we, barring some sort of flurry, unforeseen flurry here by File Sticker, Bulldogs are going to lose here. We're going to go 16-6 with the bonus points. File Sticker, Bulldogs have not looked explosive on the bottom yet tonight. Like I said, I know we're just a couple matches in, but the Bulldogs appear to need to have a little shot of Gorilla Juice or something underneath there. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we did end up giving him 2 back points. Not that it really matters. 14-2 your final at 126. Ginther defeats File Sticker. Gets his hand raised. Scoreboard goes to 16-6 in favor of the Warriors. At 132 pounds, I would.
Wrestling at 132 pounds from Caledonia, Houston, and from Indio, Jamaica, Nolan Ford.
Nolan Ford is going to wrestle Cooper Allen for the Warriors. Ford is a 9th grader, and Cooper Allen, check my, Cooper Allen is a 7th grader. He's a tall drink of water for a 7th grader if I got my name right, my program right. File Sticker, or not File Sticker, Ford controls the wrist, tries a shot. Allen wards it off. Allen in deep. Ford doing a good job controlling the edge of the mat with his hips. Gets Allen dug out of that shot and see if he can muster a shot of his own here. Allen blocks. Front headlock for Allen, not going anywhere. We're going to go back to the center of the mat, knotted up at 0. 58 seconds left in the first period. We're halfway through frame 1. 0-0. 9th grader Ford against 7th grader Allen. Apologize out there if I don't have the correct name for the Caledonia wrestler. I didn't quite hear it over the public address system. Ford sprawls after another shot. We got a little chaos in the top row up here. Garrett Wolf, like a bull in a china shop, doesn't really know where he's at, trying to make things hard on me. Ford in on a nice shot, edge of the mat. He does get the 2 with 8 seconds to go. What a nice takedown by Ford. All right, we're going to go to the second period with Ford up 2-0. Caledonia choice. He is going to go down. That'll give Ford the choice in the third frame. All right, Ford stops the initial action. He's got that near ankle hook. He's trying to get that arm barred up. Got that 2-on-1 with the ankle hook. We'll see if he can pop that out and get that bar going. I know he likes to do that. There, he's got it barred up. He's got the near far side wrist and near side bar. Let's see if he can turn this into points. Ford keeps driving with his feet, keeps that pressure on Allen underneath. We'll see if Ford can. He's got control on top. Let's just see if he can convert it into some points here. He's getting close. He keeps running the head. Not quite. He can't quite reach the tipping point. Ford's got that double bar now. Let's see if he can get it popped over. Called it potentially dangerous. Not really sure what was going on there, but we'll go back to the center and start over. 50 seconds left in the second frame. Ford leads 2-0. Bulldogs trail 16-6 to the Caledonia Warriors. Our first duel of the night. Bulldogs were open at 106, forfeiting to Burns. Aiden Grainer comes out, wins by fall. Josh Schad loses by fall. File Sticker loses a major decision. That brings us to 16-6. Ford's up 2-0. Allen trying to get to that switch. He's going to come over the back. Let's see if Ford can re-switch him. Nothing yet. There he's going to give the 2. You don't see that switch as your percentage on completing that switch when you come over the back on the finish is not nearly as high as when you come between the legs. We're going to go to the third frame, knotted up at 2 at 132 pounds. Ford goes down. We'll see what he's got off the bottom. Nice explosive move off the bottom. He's right to his feet. Right, he gets out. We're rolling around. Allen's got that bottom ankle hooked. Ford gets back to his base, extricates his foot. See if Ford can convert this into some points. Looks like Ford is going to get 2. Kind of looked like a takedown, but in the scramble, Ford ends up in that double leg position. Ford leads 4-2 with 1:20 left in the third. Trying to get that arm barred up again. Get a little attempt at a 3/4 Nelson here. I think Allen wisely bellies out on that. Ford was able to get that locked up, that 3/4. If Bill Schultz is out there listening, it's the tree torter. We're going to go out of bounds. We'll bring her back to the middle. Ford is up 4-2 at 132 pounds, 54 seconds left. The Warriors, explosive off the bottom. There's that switch. Allen hit that earlier. Ford knew it was coming, is able to ward it off. Ford working hard on top. He's got 34 seconds to ride it out here. In the event that something does happen here, Ford is going to want to give up 1, not 2. Ford able to keep Allen bellied out. That being said, he's not going to get a stalling call. We're going to go 4-3-2-1. Ford's going to end up winning it at 132 pounds in a 4-2 decision. So we'll go to 138 pounds, where I suspect we'll see Logan Dietrich for the Bulldogs. And I would assume we are going to see Owen Denstead for the Warriors. Let's see what happens.
138 pounds for the Warriors, Owen Denstead, and for the Bulldogs, Logan Dietrich.
Yeah, Owen Denstead did not get a match in that first duel. The Screaming Eagles forfeited him. He gets a quick takedown on Logan Dietrich. Logan back to his feet in a hurry, 2-1. See if he can get his own takedown here. The Warriors have been active on their feet, especially on that low single tonight. There's another. Denstead cuts him. There's a little pass by Denstead at this exact moment in the match, $1:20 into the first frame. 40 seconds into the first frame, putting on a little bit of a takedown clinic. at Dietrich's expense, looking pretty good for mid-January. He's got that half. He's got Dietrich in trouble. I've seen a tighter half, but this one looks to be plenty tight. If I'm Denstead, I'm looking at the ceiling. He's going to get the fall at 1 minute and 11 seconds. It's going to push the dual score to 22-9, 145 pounds. We'll see Dominic Michael for the Bulldogs.
From Caledonia, Houston, Hunter
And the Caledonia Warriors will roll Hunter Getzinger out there. Getzinger, a good old-fashioned Caledonia name. Getzinger won a close match 4-1 in the first duel against LARP, ran up against Jenkins. No, hang on. Nope, I take that back. I was looking at the wrong result. Hunter Getzinger lost by fall to T-Couts from LARP in the first duel. Dominic gets a quick takedown here. He's got that half. He's got Getzinger in trouble. That's pretty tight. He's got that backside elbow locked up. Now he's got the reverse half in. There we go, 53 seconds in the first period. Dominic Michael with the fall. So we'll go to 152 pounds, where the Bulldogs will likely roll Gary and Walgren. And unless we have some strange turn of events, we will see Corey Scanlon for the Warriors.
Corey Scanlon, and for the Bulldogs, Gary Walgren.
Corey Scanlon won by fall in his first duel, or his first match of the night against LARP. For those of you at home that are wondering, I do not think that Corey Scanlon is any relation to the Plainview, Elgin, Millville Scanlons. It's a different spelling, so I would assume that they are not connected, at least not directly to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, maybe Tim can shoot me a text message, or Robert, and then we'll get it straightened out. Gary Walgren on a 2-on-1. Passes it off to a single leg. It was kind of a rush and didn't really have pressure up on the shoulder, but he is pretty deep on that single leg. Scanlon fighting it off. We'll see who can advance here. High man wins. Scanlon is the high man at this point. He does a reverse ankle pick on this. We got kind of a twister knot here. Walgren still has a hold of that leg. We'll see if Walgren can reel that in. Scanlon controlling that takedown position. He's trying to inside trip. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. It's kind of I don't know if it's kind of a goofy Metzger attempt, what exactly it was. But either way, we're back to our feet. 0-0 is neutral position. Try to work the edge of the mat. They'll circle around a little bit if they don't get back to the middle. We'll go back to the center. 6 seconds left in the first frame. We're going to go out of bounds with 4 seconds left on that shot. Neutral position, both wrestlers on their feet. Starting to get a little more sparring on our feet out of these heavier weights. 4-3-2-1. Scanlon in on a deep shot. It's going to be nothing. All right, we're trying to get the call out of our wrestler. Chooses. Looks like Walgren is going to go down. That'll put Scanlon in the up position, referee's position. Let's see what Scanlon controlling Wallgren's arm. He pops it there. Let's see if he can get Wallgren turned here. Garion is going to belly down. There you go. He extricates his arm out of there. Now he's just got to get to his back. He's got to muster his own set of moves off the bottom. Down 0-0. It'd be nice to get 1 point here. Scanlon does a little loop-de-loop there for the tilt, and he picks up 2 back points. Scanlon really wants to pop that arm and run the head if he can. Wallgren with a little sit out of his own. It's going to be tough to get that switch with that arm trail, and he's got the leg. We're going to go potentially dangerous. We'll go back to the center of the mat. Wallgren will go down. We'll get him started back up here with 1:05 left in the second frame. All right, right on the whistle, Wallgren attempts a little short sit. Scanlon cuts that short. Scanlon really controlling that near side arm. He lets that go, goes to the crossface. We'll see if he tries to butcher, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Wallgren fights that off, gets back to his base. He is almost facing Scanlon. He's getting a position where he might be able to pick up 1 here. If he could pick up 1 in this second frame, that would go a long ways. Garion Wallgren has spent a lot of time fighting off Scanlon's offensive attempts from the top position. There's an inside cradle. That's going to be pretty tight with 14 to go. There Scanlon's got his head out of the way now. I think he was in a position there where he wasn't going to be able to get the pin. We're going to go short time, 2-1. No pinfall. We're going to get 3 back. It's going to push it to 5-0 in favor of Scanlon of the Warriors. Wallgren's going to have to get on his pony if he's going to make up 5 points in 1 period here, based upon the fact that we were pretty even in the first frame, and second frame is all Scanlon. Wallgren gets a little flurry off the bottom, works to his feet. Scanlon attempts to control him. He does get him back on the mat. 22-15 here at the Bulldog Gymnasium. Parents' night for the Bulldogs. Shout out to the Bulldog Nation Foundation. If you're going to give big. That auction is coming up in the spring. I believe it's April 15th. Don't quote me on that, though. If you want to quote me, though, my name is Garrett Wolf. He's not paying attention to me. My name is not Garrett Wolf. But if you have any questions, you can contact Scott Flatham on that. I got 77 listeners, Garrett. You're going to get a lot of phone calls. All right, Wallgren in trouble on the side of the mat here. Scanlon kind of having his way of this match. With a minute to go, Scanlon's going to pick up some more back points. It's going to push it to at least 8. Right on the edge of the mat, Wallgren gets back to his belly, 3 back, 8-0, 37 seconds left in the third frame. 22-15 Warriors. Match count 4-3. There's an inside cradle by Scanlon, which is trouble for Wallgren. There's the pin at 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Third frame, short time left in the third. So that'll take us to 160 pounds here at the gym in Plainview. If you can't get out tonight, come on out tomorrow. Gavin Stodeker is going to take on Simon Seymour for the Warriors of Caledonia. If you can't get out tonight to see some wrestling, come out tomorrow and watch some tournament action. Bulldogs will be in action all day. We'll be live streaming that thanks to the Bulldog Nation Foundation. I don't know if we'll have much for commentary. Stodeker in the cradle. This is outside cradle this time. Knee in the side. He's got a little bit of a problem on his hands with 30 seconds into the first period here. Bulldog Nation Foundation brings you this broadcast. Stodeker gets the mat slapped on him at 36 seconds. Seymour wins that one. We'll go to 170 pounds. I'm assuming we're going to see Alex Hendricks.
Let's go, Alex!
Alex Hendricks at 170 for the Bulldogs. Francis for Caledonia did not wrestle in the first duel against LARP. Knudsen for Caledonia wrestled in that first match, and that was a barn burner. Knudsen ended up with quite a bloody nose. I don't know if this was a style choice to send Francis out here, or if Knudsen's nose is so banged up that he's not wrestling in this duel. Second duel of the night for the Warriors. They're up 34-15. Minute 20 into the first frame. We're at 0-0. Hendricks and Francis out there. Francis heavy on the head. Hendricks trying to control her wrist. Tries a little outside sweep single. Hendricks a long drink of water. It's a little cow catcher attempt. Francis back to his feet in a sprawl. Hendricks trying to lock up his own inside cradle. Francis gets his head out. We're on the edge of the mat. We're going to have nothing. That's a lot of action, folks, and 0 points. We'll go back to the center. We'll see if Alex can get something going. The Caledonia Warriors have looked tough on their feet tonight. Lots of low singles and winning those scrambles. Alex Hendricks snapping that tie down. He's not getting much motion out of the chest, but he's freeing himself out of that. He's controlling a wrist here. Francis got the 2-on-1. I think Francis is trying to get to a Russian, but he was not able to get the downward pressure on his shoulder. Right, he does try to shuck it by to a single. Hendricks sprawls, fights it off.
5 seconds.
Tapper out on the mat, 4-3-2-1. We're going to go to the second period at 0. Francis, at the end of that period, tries to get that Russian tie again. We'll see if we get back to the neutral position, if he goes back to that 2-on-1 and tries to get that pressure up on top of the shoulder. Hendricks working on the bottom. Francis keeping that hard downward pressure on those shoulder blades. Hendricks trying to work up. Spiral right out of Francis. Hendricks back to his feet, controlling the hands.
Go, Henny!
Francis sags. Hendricks gets out, 1-0. Minute 13 left in the second. I almost said first. In the second. right, we're rubbing ear to ear. Both of these wrestlers trying to get heavy on the head, trying to control that tie. We'll see if Francis comes back to that 2-on-1. Hendricks tries it. There's a nice bump by Hendricks off the ankle pick. Not able to convert it into points. We'll see if Francis tries to pick up that 2-on-1 to Russian again. He tries a little duck under of his own. Hendricks sprawls, blocks it with his forearms. Does a good job. Both these wrestlers really good on their feet so far in this match. Hendricks in a little underhook scramble here. Francis back to his feet. 4-3-2-1. We're going to go to the third. No, we're not knotted up. Hendricks has that 1-point escape. So we're going to go to the third. 1-0. Francis is down. Now, Hendricks, if he's not going to ride Francis out for the whole period, how long does he ride him? No riding time in high school. We'll see if Hendricks can turn Francis. A lot of leverage out of those long limbs of Hendricks. He's got that bar. Francis very wisely hipping that near side down. Hendricks is able to run the head to see if he's getting that count. There he's got the count. He's going to pick up 2. Hendricks is going to pick up 2 near fall points. It's going to be 3-0 Alex Hendricks for the Bulldogs at 170 pounds. Bulldogs trail 15-34 in the dual meet. Caledonia has looked very, very tough on their feet tonight. Hendricks is going to get that bar locked up again. We'll see if he can turn him again. He's trying to get that wrist. He is unable to, but he does get the half. He's going to run that head, and he's going to bury that half. I don't know if he's got enough gas in the tank to get shoulders down on Francis. Francis bringing a lot of power to the table. Hendricks got that arm control behind the back. Francis able to work it back. 23 seconds left. Hendricks leaves 5-0 at 170 pounds. Bulldogs were open at 106. Aiden Grainer wins at 113. Josh Schad loses a tough one at 120. Nolan Filesticker drops one to Ginther from Caledonia. Nolan Ford wins 4-2. Logan Dietrich loses to Owen Denstead. Dominic Michael gets a fall. Corey Scanlon defeats Gary and Walgren. Gavin Stodiker loses to Simon Seymour. Hendricks wins 5-0 at 170. At 182 pounds, we're going to see Moss for Caledonia. And we're going to see Alex Bedstead for the Bulldogs. Alex Bedstead's father, Bobby Bedstead, assistant coach for the Bulldogs. A couple times state qualifier in his own right at the lower weights. I want to say Robert Bedstead went to state tournament maybe at 105 or 112 his junior and senior year. He's got his son here, sophomore, wrestling at 182 pounds as a sophomore. I think I said sophomore there twice to make sure you know. We're up to 83 viewers at home. I'd like to thank all of you tuning into this live stream from the Bulldog Nation Foundation. Here we are in Bulldog Gym at 182 pounds. Alex Bedstead, ear to ear, trying to get his tie figured out. Right? Moss snaps him down. Moss gets the takedown at $182. Let's see if Alex can work back to his feet. Moss is a senior for the Warriors of Caledonia. Moss wins by fall in his first duel. I'm just looking at my paperwork here. Looks like he wrestled Kemmerer from Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson.
Come on, Alex.
Alex Bedstead having a hard time right now against his senior Moss, getting his hands back and trying to muster any sort of escape attempt off the bottom. That's the end of the first period. Red's choice.
Get after it, Steve. Get after it.
Red is going to take down. That'll give Bedstead his choice in the third period. Stand up out of Moss right away. Controls the hand, gets his one immediately. 4 seconds into that. Moss with the underhooks here. Let's see if he's got a plan for that or if he just happened to be there. He's trying to get him locked up. Bedstead tries the headlock to ward off the bear hug. Are we going to call? We called no takedown on that. So we're going to go back to the middle. 3-0 Moss. Moss tries to jack up Bedstead on the double underhooks and lock up that bear hug. Bedstead goes for the headlock right at the edge of the mat. No harm, no foul. We go back to the center and rub ears again. Moss on a nice double leg out of bounds. I think he caught Bedstead a little flat-footed on that one. Had been tying up. Moss shoots a nice double. Bedstead a little late on the sprawl.
Gotta be quick, dude. Let's go.
All right, Bedstead gives up another quick takedown. 2 takedowns and an escape. 5-0 for Moss, the senior, against the sophomore Bedstead. Bedstead flattened out by Moss. Looks like Moss might have a little bit of weight on Bedstead. He looks to be a little bit thicker.
Get your laces down. Come on, Alex.
Alex trying to get his hands free. Moss controlling her wrists on top. Alex trying to get his hands free so he can get a stand-up or something here. The Caledonia Warriors have really dominated the top position tonight against the Bulldogs. We're going to go 3-2-1 in the second period. We're going to go back. It'll be Bedstead's choice. He's going to go underneath. We'll see if he can get some points here. Moss chops an arm. He's going to try and get tilted up here. He gets a 1 count. 5-0. Moss with the head and the shoulder driving that down. Gets that wrist under control, working for another tilt. He's got a 1 count. Got a 2 count. He's going to pick up 2 quick back points. Bedstead rolls through, gets back to his knees.
Good, attitude.
Cooper Mack with a nice flurry over on the JV mat. Bedstead still fighting with Moss at 182 pounds. Bulldogs trail 34-18 in the dual meet.
Gotta be quick, bub. Gotta go.
Grainer with a win. Nolan Ford with a win. Dominic Michael with a win. Alex Hendricks with a win. Bedstead trails 7-0 at 182 pounds. Bulldogs announced that they were open at heavyweight. I don't know if they have anybody double weight or not. I didn't check the weigh-in sheet.
Suck it in.
Alex back to his feet, 7-1.
Suck it in!
38 seconds left in the third frame.
Come on, Cooper!
Alex gets caught trying to adjust his headgear a little bit. Moss takes advantage of the experience imbalance and shoots a nice double leg. All right, Caledonia coaches are telling Moss they got to keep him down to get the bonus points. Bedstead, see if he can get an escape. 5 seconds left to go here. 3, 2, 1. Moss is going to win this 9-1. He's going to pick up 14 points. We're going to go 38-18. Caledonia Warriors. Good match by Moss. At 195 pounds, we're going to see Aiden Getzinger comes out there for the Warriors. Mason Trade-Up for the Bulldogs. They scramble out of bounds. Getzinger won by fall in his first duel against Dietrich of LARP. He's in on a single leg on Trade-Up. Picks up the takedown. Cooper Mack gets a win over on the JV mat. You maybe can hear his family clapping him up a little bit here. Nice come behind victory from him. Trade-Up got his hands full with Getzinger here. Aiden Getzinger, a senior, to Trade-Up's freshman, I believe. Do not have Mason in class. I didn't know his grade right off the top of my head. Mason is a 9th grader, right? 2 takedowns to 1 escape for Getzinger, 4-1. Getzinger controlling the top position here at 195 pounds. The Warriors leading 38-18. Like to thank the 78 viewers at home on the YouTube channel for viewing in, and give a shout out to the Bulldog Nation Foundation. Trade-Up gets tilted for 2. Bulldog Nation Foundation does a lot for all of our kids in this school. Doesn't matter if it's fine arts, sports, whatever it is. So if you can support that Bulldog Nation Foundation, you definitely are supporting the Bulldog students in their activities in and out of the classroom. Trade-Up working to his feet, down 8-1. Does get to his feet, but he's out of bounds. We're going to go back to the center. Trade-Up tries a little bit of a sit right on the whistle here. Didn't have much time. So we're going to go to the second period. 8-1. Getzinger goes, he defers. Getzinger's going to go down. I thought Getzinger deferred, but Trade-Up had his choice. Not doing a very good job keeping track of the odds and evens here.
Come on, Reno!
Yeah, our dog's been kenneled since 6, so I gotta
Trade-Up in trouble. Trade-Up able to get back to his belly. 13-1 in favor of Getzinger. Going to be 13-2. Trade-Up with the escape. Yeah. Trade-Up thought they went out of bounds. Didn't know he got his 1. Getzinger's got that cow catcher set up. He does a neck wrench out of it. See if he can advance this to a little bit tighter pinning combination. He does not. Trade-up gets bellied down. That's 3 points. That's a technical fall. That's 5 points for Getzinger. It's going to move it to 43. 43-18 Warriors at 2:20. Caledonia ran Tyler Jennings in the first duel. We'll see if we see him again. Jennings did win by fall. Tyler Jennings for the Warriors. Drew Raymond for the Bulldogs at 2:20.
Come on, Hunter, fire it up.
Jennings heavy on the head. Drew tries a little pass by of his own. We will be taking a little bit of a break if the Bulldogs are indeed open at heavyweight, and it looks like they are. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to go to a single mat for the final duel of the night. So the Bulldogs will roll up the mat to the left real quick. We'll take the varsity mat that you're looking at right now. We'll move it to center stage. And we'll get set up for that final frame of the night against Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson. Drew tries a little pass by. Doesn't get it.
Come on, Drew!
Jennings with the 2-on-1. Drew Raymond fights it off. (0-0) still in the first frame at 2:20. The dual meet has been decided. This is just for conference standings, things of that nature. Drew Raymond with the takedown for 2 with 30 seconds left in the first period. Right on the edge of the mat, Drew's got him barred up. He's trying to pull him back in, see if he can't turn him. He does get him pulled back in, but he loses that bar. So I don't know if he's gonna, what's gonna happen, if he's gonna let him go out of bounds or, oh, now he's got that tight crossface and will go out of bounds. No time remaining in the frame. 2 minutes back on the clock at 2:20. 43-18 for the Warriors. Drew Raymond fighting for pride, up 2-0 at 2:20 against Tyler Jennings. Tyler Jennings, a winner in his first duel against the LARP Screaming Falcons. Jennings wins by fall in that match. Jennings back to his feet, tries a little bit of a pancake headlock thing, gets a reversal. Drew wisely gets back to his feet. Jennings appears to maybe trying to slip a leg in. Drew trying to come back to his feet, do that tripod stand-up. Minute and a half in the second frame remains. Jennings with a tough crossface. Drew's going to have to reach up and peel that off. Drew Raymond fights back to his feet. Well, not to his feet, back to his base. Jennings with a tight crossface, trying to run around the head with that. He's going to get back points. Raymond turns into it, is able to come all the way through. That doesn't usually happen. A lot of times that tightens up on you. Drew trailing 4-2 now. Drew Raymond trails 4-2. 44 seconds left in the second frame, 43-18. Caledonia leads the dual meet. They put it away. So Drew wrestling for pride here at 2:20. Drew Raymond up to his feet. Gets the hands broken. Jennings drops down to a leg. They go out of bounds. No change according to the referee. We're going to go back to the center. Drew will go down. 24 seconds left in the second period. Jennings stops Drew's first move. He's going to try and tripod up to his feet. See if he can get those hands off the mat, negotiate into that stand-up. He does not. Drew does get the reversal there, though, with 2 seconds left in the period to knot it up. We got a brand new ball game, everybody, going to the third frame. 2 minutes back on the clock. That's all we got left in this duel. Drew is going to go down. See if he can't get an escape or a reversal again. Jennings did ride Raymond tough in that second frame. Drew tripoding up. Jennings able to even get some back points. Drew gets to his feet, uses his hips to his advantage, gets the reversal. 6 of 4 with a $140 left. Drew trying to lock up his own outside cradle here. He's got his hands locked. We'll see if he can. He's going to pick up some back points here. He's going to pick up 3. Jennings breaks it. 6 to 9 to 4 Raymond. Jennings back to his feet. Raymond lets him go. It's 9 to 5. Jennings needs to put Raymond on his back here. He does not really have time for a bunch of takedowns. He is going to cut Raymond. Raymond wisely turns in. See if he can get a takedown of his own here. We're going to go potentially dangerous. So it's 10-7. Raymond leads by 3. Jennings got brand new life when he got back to his feet. Had a little bit of a burst of energy there. Drew tries his own little shuck by here. Jennings gets a takedown, takes Raymond to his back. So that's going to be back points. Drew's going to be in trouble. Raymond gets pinned with 15 seconds left in the match. 5 minutes and 45 seconds into the match. Drew Raymond leading by 3. Gets taken down to his back and pinned. Bulldogs fall 49-18 to the Caledonia Warriors in Caledonia's second duel of the night. Caledonia goes 2-0. In a couple minutes here, we're going to see both. Yeah, we get the forfeits. Academic doesn't really matter.
Come on, Coop.
We'll watch Cooper Mack here. A minute left in the first period here. Cooper works the edge of the mat. Ref's going to bring him back to the center. No change. Cooper Mack up 2-0 looks like with 56 seconds left. No, I'm sorry. No points given. 0-0. 56 seconds left.
Let's go,
Cooper takes a nice low single on that shot. Works up, gets one hand above the knee. Gets a nice takedown. There's 2-0. He's going to try and get that 3/4. Wrestler from LARP bellies out. Coop trying to get that three-quarter locked up for Bill Schultz. Coop's going to lose that. He's got to keep position here. Works to the inside. Better give up 1, not 2 here. Cooper looks to be giving up a little bit of weight, but not very much length here. 2-0. Ref still signals no change. All right, there's a reversal. 2-2. 8-7. They go out of bounds with 7 seconds left.
Fired up. bud.
The match score, yep, there they get her changed. Tied up 2-2. Cooper underneath with 7 seconds to go. Cooper Gramby's out for a nice one with 2 seconds to go. Takes a nice reshot. Does he get the 2 takedown?
How's that 2? Let's go, Coop.
I think he gave Cooper Nielsen a takedown right as time expired. So Cooper should be up 6. Nope, that's a lie. He should be up 5-2. I don't think our scoreboard is correct. I know the scoreboard that you are seeing on the live stream is not correct for this match. The scoreboard for Cooper's match is on the other end of the gym. We're just watching the match. They got the score set up at 4-2. Cooper gets a nice takedown here. Unable to keep his man on his back. He's got both legs in. He's got to get his hooks behind the armpit. He bails out, ends up giving up a reversal because he bailed and didn't quite recover quick enough. So it's a 6-4 match in the second period. This Cooper's second match of the night, won his first one in a tough brawl. 7-4, Cooper Mack with 30 seconds to go in the second frame.
Turn in.
The LARP wrestler getting a little high to see if Cooper can take advantage of it. Gets that leg and tries to horse it down to the mat, and he does. Gets a far wrist. See if he can pop his head out. He's got short time, 8 seconds remaining. I don't know if he's going to have enough clock. He's got enough gas, but does he have enough clock? He's got the hip down. Yeah, we're going to have no change. We'll go to the third period with Cooper up 7-4. They're checking the official book to see if they adjust the score on the board at all. Both wrestlers catching and win.
Let's go. Let's go, bud.
See Bobby Bedstead down there making sure everything is correct with the score. Assistant coach for the Bulldogs running the JV team tonight. So one book has got 7-4, and one book has 9-4 from what we gathered from the lip reading from up here at in the bleed seats at the Bulldog Gymnasium. I think it's...
Come out fast, Cooper.
They got 9-4 on the board with a minute 30 on the clock. So Cooper's up, Mack is up 9-4. Little pass by attempt. Cooper trying to fight his way through that.
Hey, keep your head out, it's coming. Headlock.
The LARP wrestler wants the headlock awful bad. He wants to pick up his 5 in a hurry. Cooper controls the wrist. Gives up nothing yet. Thought we were going to get a quick 2 there, but not. Cooper able to control that wrist. Gets a takedown of his own. Push the score to 11-4. 54 seconds left in the final frame. The way everybody is lining up, it looks like this is going to be our final JV match of the night. Cooper controls the 2-on-1. 11-4, 40 seconds left. Cooper Mack in control of his second match of the evening.
Good corner.
He gets that half Nelson. He's trying to get the far wrist. LARP wrestler winging down hard. See if he can't roll into something here. He's down 7. He needs something to happen in a hurry. Cooper Mack
Good. That's
riding
right.
hard on top, running that half Nelson. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cooper Mack going to go 2-0 on the night. Bulldog Nation Foundation, thanks all of you for tuning into that first duel of the night. If you are among the 51 sticking around, we're going to have a little shuffle of the gymnasium here. We're going to center up the main mat. We'll get one mat rolled up. I'm going to stop and catch myself a drink of water, and we will see the Bulldogs against the LARP, Lewiston Altura Rushford Peterson team in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back. PEM Gymnasium. We're going to run the Bulldogs against the Screaming Eagles of Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson. And
at 115 pounds for the Screaming Eagles, Owen Lang, and for the Bulldogs, Aiden Rayner.
So we had a little miscommunication, and we thought we were going to center some mats up, but we didn't have that happen. So we got the mats set up like we do. We got the clock set up, hopefully, and then we will see these two teams go at it. Let me do a little paperwork here. Well, Mr. Paul Larswald does some announcements.
At 138 pounds, Lewiston Altura Rushford is open, but from Plainville, Snowville, Logan Dietrich. At 145 pounds, from the Screaming Eagles, Kentucky Cows. For the Bulldogs, Dominic Michael. At 152 pounds, from Lewiston Altura Rushford Peterson, Eli Jensen. And from Plainville to Millville, Darian Waldron. At 160 pounds, for the Screaming Eagles, Tamden Anderson. And for the Bulldogs, Gavin Stoddard. At 170 pounds, from Lewiston Altura Rushford Peterson, Zach Plank. And from Plainville to Millville, Alex Henry. 182 pounds, Screaming Eagles, Evan Cameron. And for the Bulldogs, Alex Beckstaff. 195 pounds from Lewiston Altura Rushford Peterson, Josh Dietrich. And from Plainville to Millville, Mason Trada. At 220 pounds for the Screaming Eagles, Jackson Bergen. And for the Bulldogs, Drew Raymond. At 285 pounds from Lewiston Altura Rushford Peterson, Andrew Rotemeyer. The Millville is open. Screaming Eagles are coached by Gary Hegler, Santina, Dominic Jensen, Carter Johnson, and Tyler Treater. Bulldogs are coached by Steve Henry, St. Cloud Center, Bobby Beckstead, Jared Murray, Cam Miller, Jared Miller, Eric Haley, Jeff Cargill, Cole Williams, and Wyatt Richardson.
Looks like we have yet another little bit of a change of plans here on our flooring exploration here. We're going to open up a spot in the middle, looks like, for some chairs so that the Screaming Eagles of LARP don't have to sit quite so far away. So, a little surprised they didn't do that between duels, but is what it is, and here we are. Bulldogs are going to be open at 106, so our first match is probably going to be Owen Lang against Aiden Grainer.
Starting us off this evening at 106 pounds. Winner by forfeit from Wilson, Minnesota, Western Peterson, Christian Zabrowski.
As expected, Zabrowski is going to get the forfeit at 106. So we're going to go to Aiden Grainer at 113 pounds. And I'm assuming we're going to see Owen Lang. Yeah, here we get Owen Lang for the Screaming Eagles. Owen Lang won by fall in his first match against Caledonia. He has that in common with Aiden Grainer, who also won by fall against Caledonia. Grainer with a takedown. Grainer, a state entrant last year as an 8th grader. Trying to lock up that 3/4 Nelson on Lang. He's got that near ankle hooked. He's cranking it pretty hard. Sometimes that 3/4 isn't really what you're after. It's what you're setting up to get it. Looks like the clock on the live feed is working. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. At this exact moment, the only real problem I seem to have is I have the person sitting right in front of me is kind of in my way. But he's not listening, so it's okay.
He hasn't listened all night. Talk about me again?
All right, we're going to stop that for potentially dangerous. Minute 9 into the first frame. Grainer up 2-0. We'll go back to the center and start it over again. Ooh, what happened to our feed? Oh, there we're back. Oh. I don't know if you can hear me out there, but we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty. If I can get Garrett up here to sing while I do some adjustments, we'll see what happens.
That was you kicking me. That darn Garrett.
All right, welcome back. We'll see if we can get Coach Melcher back up here. Okay, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, which if I could blame it on Garrett Wolf, I would, but I can't because I was picking on him and I kicked the plug out. So here we are. We're back in the gym. Bulldogs trail 6-0 at 113 pounds. Aiden Grainer leads 2-0 with 10 seconds left in the second period. Michael, go get him. He's a
Melt.
All right, so we're going to go to the third frame. Third frame. Bulldogs trail 6-0 after a forfeited 113 pounds. I accidentally kicked the plug out, so I got Coach Melcher up here to get the scoreboard going again for us. That's my karma for picking on Garrett Wolf when he's trying to feed his kids. Aiden Grainer in a barn burner here at 113 pounds. Aiden underneath trying to get an escape, leading 2-0. We just got to do this thing again. Okay. I think we got her. Coach Melcher. Don't run away yet, though. Minute. Yep, I think we got her. Thanks, man. Save the day for 56 viewers at home. All right, so we're back. I'm going to be a little more careful with my feet. If I want to kick Garrett, I might just have to poke him in the back of the head. He's sitting right in front of me. So we got Aiden Grainer, finds himself underneath, tries a little Granby there, comes out holding a leg. Bulldogs down 6-0. Grainer to his feet. Oh! No improvement. That was a pretty hard return to the mat. Referee lets him go. Grainer still underneath. He leads 2-0 against Owen Lang of the Screaming Eagles of LARP. Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson, Screaming Eagles. Lang it looks like he's gonna ride out the period here. He unable to turn Grainer. Little surprised Coach T-Couch hasn't had him cut him here to try and get a takedown. I don't know what he knows about his wrestler on his feet that he doesn't want him on his feet against Grainer. But be that as it may, 8 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grainer scrambles. We're going to finish this one with a Grainer win, 2-0. It's going to push the team score to 6-3. We should see Eli Johnson for the lane. Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson.
Now wrestling 120 pounds, for the Screaming Eagles, Eli Johnson. And for the Bulldogs, Josh Schott.
All right, we're going to see Eli Johnson and Josh Schott. Josh Schott in on a quick double leg. Eli Johnson loses to Lang, so both of these guys have that in common. Schott's got Johnson on his back. And there's the pin at 21 seconds in the first period. That's going to push the score to 9-6. I have a feeling matchup-wise here, based upon watching the two teams wrestle Caledonia, that we might be in a little bit of a barn burner here team score-wise for tonight. The Screaming Eagles roll Colton Jenkins out against File Sticker. I'm assuming we will see Zabrowski against Ford at 32.
Yeah, I think so. Better you than me.
Colton Jenkins, I see, is weighed in at 26. I might have had it written down wrong on my little notepad. Either way, we'll see Zabrowski probably at 32 for the Screaming Eagles. Jenkins gets a takedown on File Sticker. File Sticker trying to work back to his base underneath. Bulldogs lead the dual meet 9-6. Garrett Wolf is calling it a night. He's going to head on out the door. There you see Garrett heading out. All right, we're going to call potentially dangerous. Jenkins got something going on that the referee doesn't like, so we're going to go back to the center. File Sticker going to get a fresh start. 39 seconds left in the first period. Bulldogs lead 9-6 here at the Plainview Elgin Millville Gymnasium. This live stream brought to you in part by the Bulldog Nation Foundation. Cannot thank them enough for that. File Sticker gets broken down to his belly. He works back up. He's trying to do a little knee slide to the outside. Quick tilt by Jennings. No points. File Sticker working to try and get his hand back. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. So Jenkins will go to the second period. File Sticker to first. Jenkins will have his choice. Jenkins has his choice. He chooses down. Chooses down. He's ready. There's the whistle. File Sticker traps an ankle. Chops a near side arm. Cross faces hard to see if he can get that cradle locked up. He's got a long arms. So he's got that near side ankle hooked. Trying to work on a near side 2-on-1. He's got the ankle and the 2-on-1 on the same side. At some point, the lengthy File Sticker, I would assume, would switch to a crossface and try and hook up that cradle, whether it be inside or outside. He's just about got Jenkins barred up. Oh, there's a quick roll by Jenkins and a reversal. Now Jenkins has got the bar. File Sticker trying to work his way to the edge of the mat. Minute remaining in the second frame. File Sticker trails 4-0. Bulldogs lead 9-6. Both Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson, and the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs fell to the Caledonia Warriors tonight. Some pretty tough matches in both duels, but both team scores got a little egg-shaped. So it's going to look like a little bit tougher loss for both teams when you see the papers tomorrow. But, okay, so File Sticker is going to get set on the bottom. We'll see what he's got going on the whistle here. Jennings riding tough. Not really getting out to one side, but controlling that arm. He's trying to get Nolan threaded up for a stack here. He's going to back hook that arm. We'll see if he can get a tilt out of this. Jennings has got that that tilt. He's got 2 points out of the ref right now. Now he's counting again. We're going to get 3 here. So we'll go 7-0 going to the third frame. 3, 2, 1. There's the buzzer. All right, File Stickers trail 7-0 at 126 pounds. Shad and Grainer with pins. Nope, that's a lie. Grainer with a win, Shad with a pin. Bulldogs sitting at 9. The 6 points that the Screaming Eagles have tallied so far came off a forfeit at 106 pounds. File Sticker again got that near side hook, got a little bit high. Jennings reaches up and just pulls File Sticker over the top like a sweatshirt. File Sticker broken down. Jennings working that 2-on-1, trying to get that ball and chain hooked up again. Nolan turns his palm out. He turns in, gets back to his feet. Jennings returns him to the mat. All right, 9-0. Nolan File Sticker at this point does not want to give up any more points to get that bonus point at 10 for the 4 to let LARP go up. At this point, if he can ride out 50 seconds without giving up another point, we'll go 9-9 going into 132. If Jennings can manage an offensive point from the top position here, whether it be a tilt or whatever it is, and there he's going to get it. He's going to get that bonus point. He's going to push it to 10-6. That's a lie. 10-9. So there's 3 for Jennings. That seals up the major decision. He gets 3 more. He can get a tech fall on his hands here. He's got 12 seconds left, though. Short time for File Sticker. 4, 3, 2, 1. File Sticker is going to lose 12-0 at 126 pounds. The Screaming Eagles are going to go up on the Bulldogs 10-9 going into 132 pounds. Bulldogs with 2 duels tonight. We'll be back for the Bulldog Invitational tomorrow. If you weren't able to get out to the gym tonight, make sure you come and watch some wrestling tomorrow. All right, we got Jordan Zabrowski for the Screaming Eagles at 132 against Nolan Ford, who did win a tough match against Caledonia. And Zabrowski also won a tough match with that same wrestler. So in the transitive world of wins and losses, we should be in for a pretty good match here with Ford and Zabrowski. Both wrestlers in the dark singlet. Zabrowski got tape on that thumb. Ford with a little shot. Zabrowski counters. Ford sprawls. Got a front headlock, tries to shuck. We get another reshot. These guys are going at it at 132 pounds. Oh, Ford stumbles a little bit, recovers. Zabrowski with the front headlock and spinning and spinning. He is going to pick up 2 off the Ford literal misstep there. Stumbled just a little bit, caught his toe on a mat. And that's all Zabrowski needed, was that little crack to pick up that 2-point takedown. Now, the previous wrestler we just watched, Jennings, at 126 for the Screaming Eagles, just rode like a bear. Let's see if Zabrowski has that same thing going. Zabrowski trying to put the leg in on Ford. He does get it in. We'll see if he tries to get that cross-face Turk. And I'm not really sure what the ref saw there. I don't know if Zabrowski was down on the neck maybe, but he stops that. We'll go back to the center with 26 seconds left. Ford with a nice sit out, trying to get back to his feet. Zabrowski catches that trail elbow. And he's going to get that barred up. And he's going to attempt to turn Ford with that. Ref taking a good look at that, make sure it doesn't go against the joint. And he does indeed stop it with 5 seconds left at 132 pounds. Bulldogs trailing 9-10 in the dual meet. 5 seconds left in the frame. Ford gets to his feet. See if he can get a one-pointer here quick. He does not. That's a technical. That's going to be a technical point on Zabrowski. Does not return the wrestler to the mat safely. When you pick somebody up, you get both their feet off the ground. It is your job to get them back to the mat safely. That's just not very good gamesmanship. This is not very heady on Zabrowski. I don't think it was malicious. I don't think there was anything angry or upsetting about it. I think he just kind of forgot where he was at when the buzzer rang. All right, Ford underneath again. Almost escaped at the end of the first period. We'll see what he can do here. Zabrowski really keeping that pressure on, trying to get that leg in. He does. Did he get the leg in? He doesn't quite have it hooked. He's got an outside cradle on. He is a little high. Suicide's over. He's got Ford wrapped up in that outside cradle. Ford kicking and kicking. He's going to roll through, but not before he gives up 3 points. Ford's going to get a reversal of his own. We're going to push it to 5-3 and see if Ford can get anything going on top. Here at 132 pounds, as predicted, we got a pretty good match on our hands. We'll see if Ford can get any offense of his own going on top. He looked pretty good on his feet. Actually looked pretty good from underneath. This is the first time we've seen him on top in a referee's position. 5-3, 50 seconds left in the second. Ford riding tough. Zabrowski controls the hands and gets out. 6-3, they're both on their feet. Ford with a shot. Zabrowski it's kind of a 2-on-1. I feel like he maybe wants to get the rush in. Ford controls the wrist. Zabrowski on that long, deep single. He gets his hands locked behind the leg. Let's see if he's got the power in his shoulders and his torso to reel that in. Ford sprawling hard, fighting off with those hips. We go out of bounds, neutral, both up, barn burner here in the gym in Plainview. Ford with his own shot. Zabrowski controls a 2-on-1. And that's the end of the second period. 6-3 Zabrowski. Ford goes to the top position. In the second frame, Ford gets a reversal. He's not able to really ride Zabrowski for any meaningful length of time and doesn't again here. But he does get kind of a half of a hip toss there. Ford is able to get back to his base, but he does give up the reversal. So he goes down by 5. He's in deep on the 2 legs, on the double leg, trying to manipulate a reversal again. He does pop his head. Zabrowski a hold of the ankle, which seems coy on Zabrowski's part, but was in the rules. He got 1 point green. So it's 8-4. Zabrowski been the better wrestler on his feet here, but not by much. Ford needs to get his own takedown here. If he gives up a takedown here, the comeback is going to have to get pretty furious. Zabrowski spins and spins and spins, nothing yet. Ford has the leg. Little bit of a half fireman working. He's going to get a takedown, popping out the back door. 8-6 with 30 seconds to go. Let's see if Coach Hendricks has Ford cut Zabrowski here, or if he sees if he can turn him. I personally think Nolan can turn him. We'll find out. He doesn't have a lot of time to work with. At 132 pounds, the Bulldogs trail 10-9, stalling on the bottom. 8-6 with 12 seconds left. I think Nolan Ford is going to run out of time. And that's it. As predicted, a barn burner at 132 pounds. Nolan Ford, Jordan Zabrowski give these Friday night fans everything they want to see. The Screaming Eagles go up 13-9 with the 3-point victory. At 138 pounds, Logan Dietrich gets the 6 for the forfeit. At 145 pounds, we're going to see Titan Teakouts and Dominic Michael, both undefeated on the evening, both fun wrestlers to watch. Teakouts attempts to throw. Dominic sags his hip. He's got Teakouts on his back. A lot of gas in the tank. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold Titan down there. He's going to go up a quick 5-0 though. So Teakouts comes out, both barrels blazing, tries a throw right off the top. Dominic senses it, sags his hip, puts Teakouts on his back for a quick 5. We're 30 seconds into this thing, and it's 5-0 Michael. That being said, we'll see now if the pace slows or if it maintains as furious as it is. Teakouts trying to work his hands free underneath. Michael keeping the pressure on those shoulders, trying to get a 2-on-1. He's pulling that wrist. Couple of real physical wrestlers here at 45. This one's going to be fun to watch. 5-0 on a quick flurry in the first 30 seconds. We're going to go into the last 30 seconds with Michael up 5-0. We're at 42. Teakouts does get his hands loose, crawls forward, trying to get away. Michael controls the head. Sit out attempt by Teakouts. Nothing going. Wisely returns back to his base. 25-24. Working the edge of the mat. Dominic Michael, he's got the leg in. He's getting a little high. He's got to get his hooks by an armpit. There he does. Working the edge of the mat. He looks like he's got a half Nelson lined up. But it's gonna be the right thing, but it's gonna be a little late in the frame. There's the end of the first period. We'll go to the second frame. Bulldogs up 15-13. Couple wins, couple forfeits on both sides. This is as advertised. This is going to be face-to-face. Teakout's in the top position here. Knowing his older brother, I would venture to guess Titan cut a little bit from that same mold, and that you have to be very, very aware of where you are on the bottom. because that tilt and that pinning combination can come from anywhere at any time. He's working hard. He's got that ankle hooked. He's trying to roll those hands underneath to get control. Dominic coming up to his base, trying to get his hands back, trying to get himself into a position to make a move off of the bottom. That slow and steady stand up. He's got a head up. Yep, there he tries. Titan tries for a quick tilt. Dominic beats him to it. He's got the Turk. Dominic should look away and get up on that outside hand on that Turk. Titan able to get belly down. We get looks like we got no back points there, so it's 7-0 Michael. We go into the second minute of the second period. Dominic has been the aggressor on the top, but he has stayed hip to hip. Part of that, though, is Dominic seems to want to put the leg in Turk, and that's where we're going to end up. And there he does Superman across a little bit, gets the Turk there. Let's see what the referee's got to stop. T-Couch grabs a thumb. I think he tried to grab a hand and got a thumb. We're going to go potentially dangerous. We'll go back to the center. Dominic Michael able to manufacture a couple of nice Turks from the top. There's a little roll through by T-Couch. Kind of the same thing that Michael did to him earlier. Michael's got the ankle. This is a scramble that we'll see what happens. Looks like T-Couch is going to come out with two. 17 seconds left in the second frame. Michael leads 7-2 at 145 pounds. Bulldogs lead 15-13 in the duel. Let's see whose choice it is here. Red's choice. He's going to go both up. Now, interesting thing here as we go to the third, what brought us to this point was a 5-point attempt by T-Couch in the first 30 seconds of this match. Michael senses it, sags, puts T-Couch on his back to get 5 for himself. Will T-Couch be able to manufacture that 5 in the third period that he was not able to manufacture in the first period? He's in on a shot. Michael sprawls. He's trying to spin. We got a little bit of a scramble going on. Michael's got laces down, hips on the shoulders. He's got it locked up. We're going to go back to the center and try it again. Ref doesn't want to work the edge. He wants to get some action in the middle of the mat.
Let's go, Dominic. Fire it up.
Minute 28 here. T-Couch is going to try to push the position game. Dominic goes on a little short fireman's. See if he pops his head. He gives it quick, too. Dominic ends up getting the 2. I don't know if I'd have gave it quite as quick as the ref did, but it ends up working out to Michael's advantage. 9-2 Michael. 7-point lead. Be nice if we could get a quick tilt here. Maybe a Turk. Pick up a bonus point. Get that 4th bonus point back that we lost in the file sticker match. T-Couch gets a reversal. We're going to go 9-4. Let's see if T-Couch cuts him here, if he tries to throw some funk at him to get some back points. Problem is, he's probably not going to get 5 back points in 30 seconds on Michael. He's a little too mat savvy for that. Maybe 3, maybe 2, but I doubt if he's going to get 5. T-Couch got his own leg version in here, trying to get that power half over the top. T-Couch got those, got that right leg under there, got the hip controlled. 6-5-4. Right, T-Couch just going to run out of time here. Dominic Michael wrestles a beautiful match. Maintains that 5-point lead all the way through. Right, that was fun. We had 2 really, really fun matches. both at 132 and 145. And the Screaming Eagles prevail at 32. The Bulldogs prevail at 45. Bulldogs up 24-13. Gary and Walgren gonna get the forfeit at 52. At 160, we'll see sophomore Gavin Stodeker. And I would assume that we are going to see Cam Anderson. I didn't quite catch the name on this LARP wrestler, but Stodeker's got him in trouble. Takedown, couple back points. Gavin Stodeker, a sophomore, goes up 4-0. Looking for a name here on this 60-pounder from Lewis. James Bowden, I think, is who we have. Yeah, I just heard the ref say, let's go James. James Bowden did indeed wrestle against Caledonia, and he lost to Tyler Jennings in a barn burner. That was a really, honestly, a pretty dang good match, if I remember correctly, that Jennings ended up getting the pin. Stodeker's got him on his back for the fall. That's a big win for the sophomore Gavin Stodeker. In a minute 24, I don't think that the shuffle, Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson, Screaming Eagles coaches try to manufacture a little point, try to work the dual meet score, doesn't really go their way. I think we're going to see Zach Plank at 70. Stodeker wins by fall, score 30-13. Zach Plank, in his first match against Caledonia, was a physical machine and really took it to the older, more experienced Caledonia wrestler. Plank, I believe, a 9th grader. Zach Plank is a 9th grader. Hendricks a sophomore. Two different body styles here. Hendricks the long and lean, the big levers. Plank the more thickly muscled, the little more physical. It was honestly kind of a bloody mess when he wrestled against Caledonia. The Caledonia wrestler got a bloody nose in the first period in a flurry. We ended up with a couple of blood time stoppages, lots of cotton shoved up a nose. It was an old school bloodbath. Plank tries to overhook the head. Hendricks drops his hips, picks up the 2. We'll see what Hendricks has on top, if Plank can muster anything underneath. Hendricks controls the arm. Hendricks by far the longer of these two wrestlers. Plank gets his 1. 4-2, Hendricks. Plank in on a shot of his own. Hendricks sprawls and spins to see if he can pick up his 2. Plank really hanging on to that right leg of Hendricks. Hendricks hooks the ankle, nothing yet. Oh, they did give him his 2. They did give him his 2. I glanced down at my program for just a second. Plank stands up, turns in, really brings the horsepower. Hendricks hangs on for the last second, doesn't give up a point at the end of the period. We go to the second frame, 6-3. Bulldogs lead here at Plainview at the Plainview Elgin Millville Gymnasium. Pretty good crowd tonight for a Friday night. Triangular. The crowd has kind of ebbed and flowed depending on who the dual meets were. All right. Plank underneath, Hendricks on top. Plank had manufactured a couple of escapes here. Hendricks not able to turn, but he's got the bar. He's got Plank turned there. Plank is going to turn through. Little too much horsepower for Hendricks. That happens sometimes on that. There's a reversal for Plank. See if Hendricks can score from underneath. Minute and a half left in the second. Here at 170 pounds, the Bulldogs lead 30-13. Plank with a hard crossface. Hendricks in on that double leg, working to get either an escape or a takedown. Plank spins around to maintain control, working the edge of the mat. He's down by 3. I don't know if Coach Dekouts will put him in a position to go back to his feet yet in this period or not. Spin and spin and spin for position. Hendricks ends up with a leg, face down in front. Plank controls the wrist, spins behind. 44 seconds left here in the second. The intensity is not diminished here in the second period, but the speed has a little bit. Plank tries a little Turk of his own. Doesn't really have much. He had a kind of a scissors on the body and tried to muscle through it. Hendricks able to fight it off. 5 seconds left. At the end of the second period, Hendricks leads 8-5, 30-13 Bulldogs after the, maybe not surprising to the Bulldogs, a little surprising to the Screaming Eagles, pinned by Gavin Stodiker at 160 pounds after they had done a little bumping. Plank, a powerful, powerful young man, I would say tends to ride just a little bit high. Let's see if Hendricks can take advantage of that or not. At some point, I think Coach Dekouts has got to make the call here whether he's going to have Plank cut Hendricks or not. I don't know if Plank has got it in the tank to turn him for 3 here. He might have to try and get 2 takedowns or a big 4 or 5 pointer. Plank got the power in him. He was able to get the big 5-pointer against Caledonia. We're get a warning on Hendricks underneath. Yep, there we get the cut. Hendricks doesn't really let him get the 1 as he's in deep on a single. Nothing yet. Eaton clock. Hendricks is trying to work his way up. Yeah, we're going to get a stalemate. Plank is going to put them both up. 9-5. So Plank needs 3 takedowns to win or a 5-pointer. He gets a takedown. 9-7. Is Hendricks going to get turned? He's got 30 seconds. Planks is working him. Some guy on the sideline over there taking pictures tells Plank to cut him. Plank tries to. Hendricks stays on the legs. Coach Dekouts doesn't know what's happening. But now we're going back on our feet with 17 to go, 10-7. Plank's got to take Hendricks to his back. He's in deep. Hendricks gives up the takedown, doesn't give up the back points. Plank is not going to be able to cut him. Just going to run out of time. Seemed a little strange at the end, but it was very, very good matchmanship on Hendricks' part on those deep shots to just kind of let those happen and just give up the twos. He had the twos to give. He had the match in hand. Comes out with a victory. Wasn't going to give up bonus points. Right? So we're going to see Evan Kammerer at 182 pounds against Alex Bedstead. Kammerer goes for the headlock right away. Alex returns him to the mat. We got another flurry at the beginning here. Bedstead with the half. He's got Kammerer in trouble. Kammerer able to pop his arm through. Bedstead gets the half again. Alex Bedstead maintains control on the top. He comes out to a quick 5-0 lead. Very, very similar to Dominic Michael. He felt that throw attempt coming. Dealt with it appropriately. Gets the pin at 38 seconds. So at 182 pounds, I think the Bulldogs get, they maybe were expecting a win there. I don't know if they're expecting a pin. I know for sure they were not expecting a pin out of young Gavin Stoddicker. So the Bulldogs push the dual meet score to 39-13. At 195 pounds, we're going to see Mason trade up for the Bulldogs. And we are going to see, looks like Josh Dietrich for the Screaming Eagles. Dietrich lost by fall to Getzinger, but so did Mason. Getzinger, a tough wrestler. So we'll see how these two match up. Mason trade up just a ninth grader at 195 pounds. Well, Dietrich also a ninth grader at 195 pounds. Got a couple of young guys going to be around for a while battling out at the upper weights here. Trade up with a nice takedown to go up 2-0. Nice to see sometimes when these big guys at the younger ages, they don't run into guys their own age very often. Get a nice matchup here between Dietrich and Trade Up. These guys are probably going to wrestle a few more times over the next 3.5 state high school league seasons here. We're a minute into the first period. Trade Up leads 2-0. Bulldogs lead 39-13 at 195 pounds. We've had some interesting things occur. Had a nice win over Titan T-Couts by Dominic Michael. Trade Up gets reversed almost to his back. Gavin Stoddiger comes through in a bind, gets a pin at 160. Alex Bedstead, son of assistant coach Bobby Bedstead, grandson of Bulldog legend John Bedstead, picks up the pin at 182. Mason working to get an escape here. He leads 3-2 over Dietrich. Couple of big ninth graders going head to head like a couple of bighorn sheep. We are 5 seconds. Mason with the escape to go 4-2. We'll see if these two big guys can maintain this pace. Trade Up defers. Dietrich must wear glasses because he gives a little squint to the sideline. Decides he's going to take down to see if he can get his own escape, get some points off the bottom. I don't know if we'll see that little. He's tried a couple short sit-outs earlier today. Tries that slow big man stand-up, tripod up. Trade Up hooks the inside ankle, tries to get the near side arm. See if Trade Up tries a cradle of his own. Tries that 3/4. And he's just about got it cranked over. He needs to switch over to a half. Doesn't quite get to it fast enough. I think he's going to get that 3/4 in honor of Bill Schultz. Maybe not. I thought maybe he was going to switch it off to an inside cradle, but he doesn't. Mason working hard here. Dietrich, oh, he's got him in the 3/4. Dietrich almost rolls through. He's going to transition to a half here. He's got the backside elbow locked up tight. Let's see if he can hold him there. Trade up gets the pin. 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the match. Couple of young studs going at it at 95. Fun to watch. So we're going to go to 220. And we're going to see Drew Raymond and Josh Bergen for the Screaming Eagles. Raymond loses a tough one in the first match. I think he might have even been ahead. Gets taken to his back and pinned. Bergen also is pinned by Jennings of Caledonia. So we'll see what happens here between these two. We had quite the match just now between two tough freshmen at 195 pounds. Fun to see those big guys go at it here on the live stream, brought to you by the Bulldog Nation Foundation. If you can give big. It goes straight to those kids in our district. They all benefit from it. All right, at 220 pounds here, Drew Raymond attempts basically a football tackle. They go out of bounds, no harm, no foul. They're circling back to the center. Drew tries a little bump, goes to a single, out of bounds, nothing going. We're going to go back to the center. Bulldogs, I think, have this dual meet in hand, 45-13. I think it would take the gym floor opening up and lava to squirt out for the Bulldogs to lose this duel. So we got Drew Raymond wrestling against Josh Bergen. Make sure I got the name right. Jackson Bergen. My apologies to the 48 at home. Drew gets a takedown, controls the arm, working on his own pinning, turning combinations. Got a power half, controlling the head. Power half. He rolls Jackson over for the quick fall. 1 minute and 44 seconds into the duel. Bulldogs come out victorious, 51-13. The Screaming Eagles will roll their heavyweight out here to pick up 6. So our final score will end up 51-19 in a very, very, very fun duel against the Screaming Eagles of Lewiston, Altura, Rushford, Peterson. The Bulldogs of Plainview, Elgin, Millville prevail. Got a couple of nice wins. I think that you got your money's worth tonight. Thanks again to the Bulldog Nation Foundation and all they do for all of our students, fine arts, athletics, every single thing that you can think of. And our live stream is going to wrap up for tonight. We will be back on this same channel tomorrow for the Bulldog Invitational. Wrestling, barring some sort of meltdown at the seating meeting with the coaches, will start at 10 o'clock. That usually is a real swift running tournament. So we will have action most of the day, except for when we got to take a break for the referees to get a little something to eat. And hopefully, if I can't see you in the gymnasium tomorrow right here, I'll see you pop up on the live stream. Have a good night, everybody.